I was all excited. I got my brand new Endless Breeze fan and I thought, oh, this is going to be great. So I thought I'd test it out before I went too far with it, and this is what happened. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but I can tell you it's vibrating quite a little bit. Now I'm going to turn it up. Vibrating more, and now we'll turn it all the way up to its highest power setting. Can you hear that? And look what's happening to the fan. It's starting to walk off the countertop, or the bed frame top. I'm going to turn it off before it falls over. So there you can see my problem. Apparently the fan blade is not in balance. So we're going to fix that issue and balance the fan blade so it doesn't do that anymore. Here's how we'll do it. The first thing we have to do is get access to the actual fan blade that's behind this outer grid system here. As you can see here, there are 4 screws, 1, 2, and 2 on the other side, 3, 4. So all we need to do is remove those screws, take off the cover, and we'll have access to the fan blade. Then we're going to take the fan blade off and balance it much like you'd balance a tire on a car. Okay, so here we go with our screw removal. Alright, so continuing, we just removed this plastic, and I removed it from the wrong side. Great. Well, there's 2 sides to every fan, isn't there? I needed to remove this side. So we'll just go ahead and remove this side. Probably won't hurt anything to have both sides off. It might make it easier to balance it when the time comes to do that, or to make small adjustments to the balance if need be. So we'll just turn this around and unscrew these. Let's see, move it back a little bit, unscrew these. There we go. Unscrew the lower one. Alright, and now we'll take this cover side off. There we go, and there we go. Okay, because this right here is the part that we need to take off next. Now my screwdriver is the smaller size to fit these smaller screws, but this screw is bigger. it uses the bigger Phillips head. So let's see if I have one. Yes, I do. Alright, so we'll put that larger Phillips head screw on there, and now we'll just unloosen this center screw. Now this screw is a machine screw, which is good. That means it goes into a hard metal threaded surface. And I'm interested to see how this fan is held on. So I'm going to reach in here and kind of try and push this. Oh yeah, so it just pushes. Well, yeah, it just well, that should be it. Yeah, there we go. So there's the fan blade. How to balance this? Well, the first thing we have to see is where it's heaviest. Now it's going to be heavy in one place, and that heavy place is going to settle to the bottom. So if we can spin this fan blade and find the heaviest spot and mark it, then directly across from that heaviest spot is where we're going to want to put a counterbalance or a counterweight. If it's heavy here, we want to add a little heavy up here. That way when it spins, the heaviness down here won't make the fan oscillate. The counterbalance over here will offset the heaviness on this side and make it spin true. So let's see if we can't find where the heaviest spot of the fan is. Okay, so I looked around the van, and this is the only thing I have to act as an axle to spin the fan on. It's just a bamboo skewer like you'd use to do lamb shish kebabs or something like that. So we'll just put that through there, give the fan a little spin, and see where it winds up. It doesn't matter if it's a little lumpy. It's going to find the heaviest spot, and there you see it's going backwards now, and now that fan blade right there seems to be the heaviest fan blade. So let's mark it and try it again. Okay, I've got it marked, and we'll try it again. Kind of like playing roulette. Alright, so there it goes. And now it's finding the heaviest spot. Up, there we go. There seems to be the heaviest spot. And it's exactly the same place I marked it before. That spot is directly at the bottom. So I'm going to try it one more time and see, just to be sure that that's the spot. It's the heaviest. Okay, there it goes. And now it's going back, finding that heaviest spot, oscillating back and forth. Yep, that's the spot. So this is the heaviest spot. That means right up here is where I want to put my counterweight. So let's do that. Okay, so I marked my spot. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little mark there. And I'm going to use this little washer and a piece of clay. I don't know if you can see it. So I shoved the clay through the middle of the washer, and then I'm going to stick the washer right down here where I marked it. There we are. So there's the washer. There we go. Can you see that? There we are. So there's the washer with the clay on it. Yeah, I know I'm off my mark, but that's where I want to be. I made my mark a little to the right, so that's where I want to be. And now we'll just put the fan back on, plug it back in, and see if it spins true. Okay, so there's our fan again, and I'm going to turn it on. I left the covers off because they don't really add or detract from it wobbling. They're not part of the problem. And if I need to make some minor adjustments, it'll make it easier for me to do that. So there it is on low. Pretty stable. There it is on medium. No, it's still moving around. And there it is on high. Well, on high it's pretty stable. So let's drop it back down to medium. It's got kind of a harmonic vibration in medium. Let's try it on low. Okay, so low is pretty good, pretty stable. I'm going to just try moving the counterweight a little bit. Okay, I moved the counterweight about an inch. Let's see if that helped or made it worse. Still good on low. No, that made medium worse, so I gotta just move the weight. Well, I think I got it about as good as I can get it. I might fiddle around with it a little more, but I think it's good enough for my purposes now. And I put a weight right here, counter to the heaviest spot up here, and I think that is about as good as I can get it. So I'll turn it on and show you the improvement, I guess you'll say. So there it is on 1. Pretty stable. 2 seems to be the worst place. I still have a little vibration at 2, but nothing like it was. And at 3, that all smooths out, and it's perfectly fine at 3. So So there it is. That's about as good as I can get it. At 1, I have no oscillation. 2, I have a slight oscillation. 3, the oscillation goes away. So centrifugal force and that little weight, that little counterbalance, I think is doing about all that can be done. I used 2 washers. Of course, everybody's mileage will vary, but I used 2 washers, and that seemed to be the best. A little of this clay will hold everybody in place. And I think that's it. Now I'm ready to mount it where it's going to do the most good.